Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and aloha, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm your host, BullMuscle. We got a great show for y'all today. Got lots of updates, lots of cool things going on. We'll go ahead and get started in just a minute. What I need to do now is close the door so that way we don't get ambulances interrupting our stream. We'll keep the window open, though. Sorry about that, y'all. No, we got. Why are we slow right now? Oh, I see why. Let's close Firefox. That should do it. Okay. Welcome on in, everybody. Hang on. Go ahead and do a little mic test. Test. Should be good. If I'm coming in a little bit too loud, too quiet, just let me know. I think we've got ourselves a good little setup here. So we're going to check, make sure everything's rolling correctly. Good. Okay, let's start. Let's talk college baseball. Yeah, Aggies are looking pretty fucking good right now, if I say so myself. Gig 'em. Congratulations, Big Red, to your Cats. By the way, I need to ping my boy Boar, get him in here. There we go. Because my friend Boar is talking about moving to Cincinnati and becoming a Reds fan and a Bengals fan. So that might be something you might care about there, Mr. Kentucky. Chili on the Viney, how am I doing? Could not be better. Y'all, I stay winning. Like, I'm not trying to be a douche right now. My life, over the last, alright, so it's June 2nd now. Over the last 2 months, my life has just been like Barney Stinson, kind of progressively getting more awesome. I can't be mad about it, right? Life is good. I haven't seen Boar in a hot minute. I pinged him. Hopefully he'll show up. Because, yeah, he's been talking about moving up Ohio way. But, yeah, let's check college baseball. I didn't realize that it even started. I'm so busy these days. It's wild, y'all. No, we do not need to play that Kanye West song live on air. That's a good way to get canceled. College baseball. Horns down. Hell yeah, brother. Vol Bill, fan of the real UT. Let's see what we got. Scoreboard. College baseball for D1. We got regionals. Ooh, Clemson versus Coastal Carolina, interstate matchup. That's a good one. Looks like bottom of the second. Clemson's up 1. We've got Tennessee up against Southern Miss. Now, I will say, Tennessee, y'all there tried to be the villains last year, and y'all got kind of taken down a peg or two, and everybody loved to see it. So hopefully y'all come in a bit more humble this year. But I don't hate the Vols. I'm like the one SEC fan of a different SEC school, to where I have never had a bad interaction with a Vols fan, and every time I've told that to a Georgia fan or a South Carolina fan or a Florida fan, they look at me as though I've grown a second head from my neck. Because apparently, Tennessee fans have a really bad reputation, but, no. I'll tell you, I've had some terrible experiences with Florida fans, but never Tennessee fans, so you looking tan. What's funny is I'm actually, I had my third shoot, and I got another spray tan for it, because that's what my modeling director thought I should do. And I was biking home, and I got rained on a little bit, which means it started to peel and tear, and it wasn't even, which we made it work, but it wasn't ideal. So what I had to do was, hang on, let's see, so we're playing Louisiana. Wait a minute, we're playing the Cajuns? So you're telling me the Raging Cajuns beat Texas? Let's fucking go! They couldn't even make it to play us! Oh, that's funny! Oh, they were talking so much shit! Oh, they were talking so much fucking shit! You know, laissez le bon temps rouler. Well done. Oh, just let me savor this for a moment. Texas was talking so much shit, they lost to the Cajuns. And that's nothing to take away anything against the Cajuns. They're a damn good baseball team. And tell you what, their football program's gotten a lot better. But holy shit, that's funny. Oh. My life just keeps getting better. I told you guys, my life is awesome, and it just keeps getting more awesome. I don't expect A&M to do anything. Our record in basically every postseason matchup you can think of in baseball is tragic, but no, I'm not taking Louisiana lightly. We could very easily lose that game, but where's the score? Oh my god, Texas didn't even just lose. They got blasted. Oh my god, they lost 10-2? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Whew. Oh my god. That's funny. They were talking so much shit, and they got trounced by Louisiana. I ain't even mad if we lose against him at this point. That is hilarious. Oh, man. Whew. Shit, Arkansas lost to Southeast Missouri? That's a big upset. Pirates did well. Stetson lost. Ooh, the Gamecocks they got shut out by JMU. All right, props to James Madison. Good for them. Let's see, Indiana State. Sycamore is looking good. Blasted Illinois. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. That is unbelievably funny. Whoo. Oh, mama. I'm sorry. Give me a minute, y'all. My heart just cannot take so much good news in one sitting. Why does it say Texas? A&M. Let's see. Oh my god. Florida 17, Nebraska 6. That's a football score. Oh man, wowzers. Oh hell yeah, we already beat Texas. Beautiful. Ooh yeah. Okay. Let's see the Cats have tonight. That'll be a tough game. All right. So let's, God, what was I even talking about? Indy State or salty for not hosting a regional? I mean, the way they just beat up on Illinois, maybe they have a point as to why they should have been. That's a pretty convincing beatdown. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about my life and what's been going on, because as is almost becoming a theme, it has been a whirlwind of activity. First off, I need to record my protein. 240, 48, 4, and 6. So I've already done my third rain in Lexington. That's all right. It'll let up, probably, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. So I've already. First off, I don't know if y'all have known, but I've got swag glasses now. My brother sent these to me for my birthday, so insert Beamer joke here at Dodger. She should be around. It's after work hours in South Carolina, so someone ping her if she wants to see me in the swag glasses. They're Pits. They're really sick, actually. I've got more stickers for them, but I haven't applied any yet. Anywho, so let's recap the previous week. Have hit the gym pretty hard, have not had the same dieting success that I'd have liked, mostly because my modeling director keeps taking me out for food, and I'm not going to say no to a free meal. Bring Ferdy on screen, because he hasn't gotten enough screen time recently. But no, it was. We went to a hotel in Waikiki for a shoot on Wednesday. It went well, apart from the spray tan problem. We figured out a way to do it. The guy Russell, the photographer, apparently is a really big deal here, and he liked what I had to say, so it worked out really well. I also met another guy who was a model out here, now runs several businesses, so I'm already getting super connected. It's been very, very good. Cubbies are flying L's after losing 2-3 against the Reds. Mwah, beautiful. Always love that. I actually don't hate the Cubs, but I have a soft spot for the Reds. Great American Ballpark is a wonderful place to catch a game. One of the most underrated ballparks in MLB. I have a soft spot for the Reds. Like, of all the teams in that division, I like them, the Brewers, and the Pirates. The Brewers, because, I mean, that is... What a great... Like, the fact that they decided to... I love team names where it's not just some, like, generic animal, but it has something to do with the culture of the city. Like, Steelers, great name for Pittsburgh, obviously. Capitals for DC, Nationals. Wizards is dumb, right? I'm not even going to go there about the Commanders or the team formerly known as the Redskins. But, like, you know, Seattle, originally they were called the Seattle Pilots. That's a great name, but now they're the Seattle Mariners. Also a great name. Arizona Diamondbacks. Now that's really cool. Yes, it's an animal, but it's a local animal. It's very well known for Arizona. Or San Diego, the Padres. Great name for a team. But, like, you know, I just think that's cool. Like the Detroit Pistons. Great name because Detroit's the Motor City. You get what I'm saying. I like that about certain sports team names. But I think the best one is the Milwaukee Brewers because, I mean, come on, it's Wisconsin. That's their thing. Wisconsin, make the beer. Like, if you look at a map of highest alcohol consumption rates, I think like 8 out of the 10 highest counties are all in Wisconsin. So they can put them down. I mean, you gotta respect it. They are committed. And they make some damn good beer up there. Your Father 123. Hey, welcome to the chat. Aloha. Thanks for the first time chat. It says, damn you, Buff. I appreciate that. I put a lot of hard work in the gym. So, modeling shoot. Let's talk about that. It went well. I have a second one with the same photographer, tentatively scheduled on Wednesday if I can get the spray tan taken off. It's hard to tell. The Utah Jazz is a terrible name. The New Orleans Jazz was a very good name, and then they moved. I like the St. Louis Blues. That's a great name for a team, because the Blues come from the Mississippi River, and while when I'm thinking of the Blues, I really think Delta Blues, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. St. Louis is just upriver of that, so there's a lot of interactions between any of there. Utah Jazz, not cool, no. The Colorado Rockies, good name for a baseball team, as an example. Portland Trailblazers, a solid team name. Thought I was at your next level. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate that a lot because we are only like, I think, 9 followers away from 2,000, and I would really, really love to get there. It's, you know, just a big celebratory number of what all we've been doing on stream. So thank you so much, Mr. Your Father 123. That is good, Bull. Appreciate it very much. Ferdy says thank you. Yeah, it says 2.0K, but I can see the exact number on my dashboard, and I think we're at 1,992 right now. So much obliged. Mahalo. Mahalo nui. I'm learning little bits of Alelo here and there. For those of you who don't know, yeah, I moved out to Hawaii about a month ago for work, and as a side benefit, one thing I've ended up doing out here is I've started doing modeling. That is the title of today's show, because I have gotten an offer, my first offer from a Filipino company to do some clothes modeling. It's a jean lineup. Don't have any of the details of the contract yet. That all is to come, but it seems like we've got our first deal. And furthermore, I've been invited to apply for Mr. USA 2025. So pretty excited about that. Obviously, I would be competing as Mr. Hawai'i, which, as someone who's very clearly Howley, that might not go over so well. So really going to do my best to be respectful, learn as much about the culture and the history as I can. Obviously, right, I can't change my race, and I'm not going to pretend I'm a different race because that's just wrong. But I'm going to try and, I live here now. That's what it is. I am here. I'm not a tourist. I'm here for work. That's the reason I'm here, but this has been a fun, unexpected opportunity, so it's been a blast. Even Orlando, nicknamed Wild Mickey, literally Wild Mickey. Like that is literally Mickey. It fits the name with the NBA team, absolutely. I like the San Antonio Spurs. That's another really good one because it's talking about the cattle ranching industry, which is a very big deal in Texas. Same with the Dallas Stars, even though that one really pisses off the Minnesota North Stars. Dodger, let's go! Can't wait until you start yelling at oh, I'm there. Trust me. We have, okay, so Dodger, we need to talk about this because 100% you're going to love this. I'm going to make a political compass comparing South Carolina and Hawaii, and you better believe there's a tourist block. The only difference is that the tourists that go to your part of the world are a lot poorer and a lot less entitled, but the difference is they're still terrible drivers. So is it, okay, actually I want your take on this. From when we were there, I always felt like the Midwestern drivers were relatively okay. Sometimes they get lost, but they'd still drive a respectful speed. And the worst ones were New Yorkers, New Jersey, sorry, but come on, and especially Massachusetts drivers, or the tags anyway. Pennsylvania was super schizo because you could never tell if it was going to be the Philly side of PA, which is way more aggressive, or the Pittsburgh style of driving, which is way more Midwestern, a little bit calmer. So Pennsylvania drivers is the ultimate schizo. Oh God, so Pennsylvania's the worst? Really? Okay, well, see, this is Dodge. Also, I know they lost today, and my condolences for that, but also, my bro, Lab Boy's got this for my birthday. Come on. Is the swag properly turned on? Especially because we beat Texas? You're damn fucking right it is, let's go! And that's exactly what we're gonna do to them, Mags! Woo! Anyway, what else? Okay, so the modeling shoot went really well. Work has been going really well. I finally got my common access card so I can actually use some of the facilities on base, including the base gym, although the private gym I signed up for, membership continues until the 13th, and depending on what healthcare plan I get, I may be able to continue using it for free. Not that it's going to matter, because eventually I'm moving to a apartment with a really nice gym there. In fact, that's the biggest reason I chose to live there. I move on the 18th of June. However, I'm going to be in flux. Yo, let's go, Lab Boys. Can we get a shout out for my main man? Because Lab Boys just uploaded a brand new YouTube video, y'all. It's about his new BMX build, and it's sick as fuck. Go watch it. Go watch it. Pre-workout is so fun. We usually don't take it. Dude, tell me about it. I forgot my water bottle, so I needed something to drink while I was, hitting squats today. And so I got a can of Rain at the gym. And I'm not used to 300 mils of protein, or of caffeine. You know just how low caffeine tolerance I am. So I'm like, and then I hit, let's see, what did I hit today? I hit squats. Hit squats hard, hit squats heavy. Set of 10 at 315, set of 6 at 365, set of 4 at 385, set of 6 at 365, and then a high bar slow set, set to Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath at 275 of 12. Then sets of front squat, hack squat, back extensions, leg curls, leg extensions, Romanian deadlifts at 295 for sets of 10, calves, raider pulls, cable crunches, and decline setups. So pretty good. Not a fan of Rain. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not either. I thought it tasted pretty poor, but it was a flavor you can't get anywhere else. It was lilikoi lychee. So lilikoi is Hawaiian for passion fruit. So I don't think you can get that on the mainland. So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. It tasted very sweet. But nah, that definitely hit hard. But yeah, yo, guys, seriously, go check out Lab Boy's new vid. Even if you're not into BMX, watching him do the build is really well done, and I love the presentation. I love the presentation. I always love, and I'm always impressed by Lab Boy's video quality. Dude puts a ton of effort into his videos, and 110% recommend anything he produces. So seriously, go check out Lab Boys. Anywho, so the third modeling shoot went fantastic. Sea Chickens win twice and bounce the team that shall. I mean, it's Clemson. That's actually a really good game, though. It's on right now, yeah, because Coastal and Clemson are playing. I'll tell you what, South Carolina, highly underrated baseball state. Like, yeah, there's no pro teams, but college baseball, all three of those schools are usually pretty good. The Gamecocks are usually the best, but Coastal's no slouch, and Clemson's pretty damn good, too. So, you know, it's one of those where, I'm telling you, so this is one of the things I want to do. When I want to do a political compass of South Carolina versus Hawaii, just because it's got a lot of really interesting stuff. But one of the things I think it's where I would go with it right now. I'm a little bit of a spoiler alert here, but right now I would say I think Hawaii's better, but it's a lot closer than you might think. Countdown for the move. So, want to talk about that. I'm living here with a roommate, good friend of mine. Her lease is up as of, we're actually going, it was originally up at the end of May. We got an extra week because construction, they're going to do construction on this place, and it's delayed. So they're like, all right, well, you know, we can roll another week. We're just moving right up the road, so it's no big deal. I'm going to be there for, I think, like 10 days, and then I'm moving my permanent place on the 18th. So we're going to be the next few weeks, like this will be the last stream where you see me in this room. Oh yeah, I showed you all the, hell yeah. It's funny too, I was, oh god, so much to talk about. Okay, so the third modeling shoot went well, we're doing the fourth modeling shoot tentatively next Wednesday. Still got a little bit of the spray tan to scrub off, but it's coming off pretty well at this point. I'm going to see what my modeling director says today. So we've actually got 2 moves, which is why I really haven't gone and bought a lot of stuff yet. Actually, Lab Boys, while you're here, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. So work went really well. Been hitting the gym, been riding my bike everywhere. There were some days last week where I was biking 30 or 40 miles on that e-bike. It is fantastic, and I love it, and I'm stunned people don't use them more here, because in a state where cost of living really is a crisis here, I mean, if you are, like, most people work second jobs to live in and around Honolulu. It's not that they're not working hard enough. People really do need, like, that's just what the cost of living is. It's just that high. Oh, congratulations on orientation. Let's go. Love to hear it, Big Red. You're looking shredded. I appreciate that. I've still got about probably 5 pounds to go. My original goal was like 212, 215. I'm sitting at like 222 right now. But I've been told I don't want to. My modeling director says, you know, they don't want me to lose too much more weight. But, right, you can see 2, 4, 6. There's not really a great line at the bottom of the 6-pack. So I want to fix that. I want to get a little bit more definition. Oh yeah, the tan brings out the line super well relative. And I am definitely tanner now than I was when I got here, but still. So what else? So yeah, been into working, been eating pretty well. There's a lot of really good food here, gotta say. In terms of food, Hawaii is top 5. I think right now I'd go Louisiana, Texas, Hawaii and South Carolina right there. Probably Hawaii and then South Carolina, but it's close. And then probably New York is 5. Because everybody's like, oh yeah, New York, you got the pizza and all the city. No, ignore the city. Beef on weck and buffalo wings are incredible. Everybody just forgets that Western New York exists until the food comes back. Buffalo knows how to eat. They do some good shit up there. But, okay, let's talk about what I was doing this weekend. Yesterday, I went to another island. I went to the Big Island. So that is Hawai'i Island. So for those of you who don't know, Hawaii is made up of principally. There are a few small outlying islands that are classified within the bigger islands, but the 8 islands are from going from west to east, Ni'ihau, Kauai, Oahu, which is where I'm on, and where something like 75% of the population lives, Molokai. I'm trying to pronounce these correctly, but Olelo's not easy to learn, but I'm doing my best. Kaho'olawe, Maui, and then Hawaii. I think I'm missing one. Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, Kaho'olawe, Maui. Yeah, I am missing one. Oh, and Lanai. That's what it was. I knew I was missing one of those right in there. But, so I went to the Big Island. And the Big Island, or the island of Hawaii, is both the newest, geologically speaking, island and the biggest by quite a large amount. I originally thought it was like the size of 3 Oahus. It's more like the size of 7 Oahus. And the reason for this is, right, so Hawaii as an entity exists because it's a chain of volcanoes. The difference between the Big Island and the others is that the Big Island has not just the biggest volcanoes, but several volcanoes, some of the most famous in the world, including Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea, and the one I visited at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, Kilauea. And it's really cool. First off, in terms of unique national parks to go to, there is nowhere else, not even just in America, but in the world, that has the same environment as the Big Island does. There's nowhere. You can go to anywhere else, but it's quite literally one of one. What would 100% recommend visiting? Of course, you got to be very respectful of the environment because it's a one of one environment. There are a lot of unique species there, and there are a lot of challenges to preserving that environment in a way that even on the other islands there isn't. You Southern BR's baseball team school has been deleted, but their teams never say die in the D3 CWS. Wow, that's cool. I didn't even realize that. I don't pay attention to D3, unfortunately. But okay. So as far as the Big Island was concerned, so we flew into Hilo in the morning, and it's like a 50-minute flight from Honolulu to Hilo, and it was really nice. First flight, someone barfed a few rows ahead of me, which sucked, but I got an exit row, which was baller. We got there, we got a little rental car, because again, right, think about it. So 70% of the island of Hawaii's population is located on Oahu. That means a very small percentage, relatively speaking, is located on the biggest island. I think it's something like 5 to 10% total. I think Hilo is the biggest city on the Big Island, and it's, I think, 50-ish thousand people. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I recall reading. As a result, it's way more rural, it's way more country, and it's mostly just sort of, 2-lane roads that go everywhere. All the other islands, to an extent, are like this, but because of how much larger the Big Island is, it feels perhaps even more country. And it's where most of the agriculture in the state is located, because you've got the most landmass with which to farm. There are coffee farms, actually. The only coffee farms in any U.S. state. There are some coffee farms in Puerto Rico, but the only coffee farms in any U.S. state, I believe, are located in the Big Island, and I did get my mom some as a present, so if she's watching this, she'll know. If not, she won't. Lab Boys, if you are still in here, we went to a confectionery shop, and I know how much you're a fan of pineapple, so we got you some pineapple shortbread. I'm gonna try and ship this over, but don't worry, it's not too crazy. It's a relatively small package, but it's really good. But yes, pineapple shortbread. I figured you'd like that. I know you're on a cut too, but that's a pretty small package. I thought that'd be something cool to do. Got to figure out how best to ship it over there, which is a little bit of a faff, but we'll figure it out. Mascot plushie Boop. Boop. There's Ferdy. Ferdy's chilling right here in front of the screen, but he can come sit here with me for a little while. So we hit the Big Island Candy Shop. The problem is most of what they specialize in is chocolate, because you can actually grow cocoa in Hawaii as well. However, the logistics of shipping chocolate, especially if you were, say, shipping it to someone who lived in the South, is less ideal, which is why I picked the pineapple shortbread for Lab Boys there. Dodge, I've gotten you something, but they do a ton of stuff with macadamia nuts, and given your allergies, it was one I didn't want to risk. So, my apologies for that. But that was a judgment call. I'm like, because I was watching them. That's the cool thing. You go to the, it's a factory. It's a little candy factory, and you go in there and you can watch them making all sorts of stuff. But yeah, they use macadamia nuts for everything, and I don't remember which tree nuts you said you were allergic to, but I did know you were allergic to them, so it's like, not a risk worth taking. Anywho, we hit the volcanoes, we walked around Kilauea, we hit all sorts of really wonderful hikes there. We're walking around the caldera, and so the caldera is the realm of it's the realm of the Hawaiian goddess Pele. And the way the legends go is that Pele, being the god of fire and lava, lives in the volcanoes and is both a creative and a destructive god, in the sense that when the volcano erupts, that's Pele creating new land. They say, always buy real estate because they're not making any more of it. Not true on the Big Island. In fact, a few years ago, the Big Island got 4 new miles of coastline because literally an eruption happened. So this is kind of neat. You don't see that in many places, but you can see when you get to Kilauea and you look inside the caldera. It's a massive volcano. It's a shield volcano. So it's not a cone. It's not very steep like, say, a Mount Rainier or a Mount Fuji or even a Mount St. Helens, which has erupted. Where it normally goes is you can see like different colors on the ground, which is different types of lava that has since hardened in previous eruptions. So you get this in the same way that you see different layers of rock in a place like Utah or Arizona in the Canyonlands. You get that same sort of thing in the Big Island in the volcano park. So it's really, really fascinating stuff. Oh shoot, I need to get going pretty soon. I got a meeting with the modeling director in like 3 minutes, so we'll have to wrap this up. But we hit that, and then we went down to Punalu'u and went to the famous black sand beach. While we were there were some turtles, some sea turtles that had come ashore to just sunbathe and rest. I don't know if they were laying eggs there. They might have been. But they blocked it off. They had a little rock wall, and everybody was like, okay, we're all watching. We're all very excited to see them, but nobody was dumb enough to go and touch it. Thank God. There are those fucking tourists out there. And speaking of South Carolina, this is one other thing that the Yankees and the Midwesterners do. But like, don't fuck with the wildlife. If you see wildlife, leave it alone. Go somewhere else on the beach. They have a right to that beach too. It's not, you shouldn't be fucking with it, because that's, you can scare it off, which means maybe they aren't able to lay their eggs, which means the population goes down, and that's no bueno. You gotta protect the wildlife. I will say South Carolina does in some areas a good job on this. In particular, the lights out requirements at places like Hilton Head and at Edisto, and the protection of Hunting Island and Bull Island as natural, unpopulated, untouched lands on the coast. And there are some ways I think South Carolina could do better. The same could be said for Hawaii, but I think in general Hawaii does a very good job of, doing the best possible, given that it's such a unique environment. You can't find, the amount of unique species, from birds to insects to reptiles to any other kind of mammals. This is all very unique here. Did not find any feral cows, so unfortunately, no. But there were some small ranches, so I did see beef there. We got some pretty good food at there's a little restaurant inside the park. That was really nice. I got coconut and macadamia encrusted fish. Macadamias are a really big deal here because they're grown in the Big Island. Same with coffee and cocoa and a lot of the tropical stuff you can't get elsewhere. Papayas, mangoes, avocados, and then of course fish, mahi mahi, ahi tuna, all sorts of good stuff. We hit the beach. We went to the southernmost bakery in the United States, which I believe is called Punalu'u Bakery as well. I got me some multicolored sweetbread, it was taro, which is the root vegetable that people make into poi here. Mango, guava, and lilikoi, which is passion fruit. Sweetbread, really tasty. Terrible for you, but very, very tasty. So that we had a lot of fun with that. Went back to Hilo, got a pretty good Japanese like old bento meal, and then we flew back late at night. So really great day, absolutely loved it. And then this morning, got here, went for a pretty good lift, hit squat, and that's really about it. Unfortunately, Wrinkly Fruit, does anyone know how I can gift bits? You should be able to. There should be a little contribution thing in the chat where it's a cheer. If you go to send a message, it's just to the right of that. That's how you gift bits. I appreciate that if that's what you're looking to do. I made galbi tonight. All right. Hey, actually, I've seen galbi. That's Korean short ribs, isn't it? That's supposed to be pretty good stuff. Yeah, it's that's definitely a good option for sure. I'm trying to think of anything else life-wise that's happening. Let's see here. One of the models I was talking about earlier is plate full of steak tonight. Filet at a ribeye. Lucky you. Gonna walk to the beach in a little bit. Nice. Dodge, I hope you've gotten back into the gym. You're staying active there because you live in such a beautiful area as well. Much in the same way that I'm always flabbergasted that people don't like riding bikes here. Hey, Evil Thai Tycoon, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that very much. Welcome on in. So that's 2 new followers. We are so close to 2,000. Evening, good afternoon here. Gym is closed for the next couple weeks. Well, that's a pity. But at least you're going out and walking on the beach. Good. That's important. So, let's see, what else do I have going on? Yeah, no, really, I just gotta do the move in a couple weeks, set up my investments, set up my healthcare benefits, which I still haven't been able to do yet. Now that I got my CAC, hopefully that'll go a little smoother, but I gotta be honest, the admin side of my new job here in Hawaii is definitely running on island time, so it'll happen when it happens. Whoa, your hair is getting long. Yeah, I've been thinking about cutting it, not really sure yet. Need to talk to my modeling director about that one. Be like, yo, so what do you want me to do with my hair? But thank you very much for the follow, Tycoon. Welcome on in. Thanks. Thank you so much. Mahalo nui. And welcome to the bullpen. So unfortunately, though, I do think we're going to have to wrap up here because I have a meeting with the modeling director for lunch, and we're going to figure out what's going on here. Hopefully whenever you go to the gym, hopefully you don't film yourself. In my current gym, I don't. So I used to film myself lifting when I owned a house and had my own home gym because, well, why not? Wrinkly Fruit, that one picture. Oh, thank you for the 1,000 bits. We got a hype train inbound. That one picture frame is cattywampus. I appreciate that very much. Choo choo, indeed we do have a hype train, which means I need to do clap push-ups. But I don't think that's a good idea in here because I don't want to piss off my neighbors downstairs. So I'm going to do a quick set of push-ups, and then I'm going to have to probably look to raid someone pretty soon here. But we can knock out some push-ups in the small space we have, but that'll work. Thank you so much, very much, Wrinkly Fruit. Cue the Doobie Brothers. Yep. It's a long train running. 2, 3, yep. Oh God, my legs. Okay, so I squatted heavy today, so my legs are cramping up pretty hard. Wow. Okay. Whew. Thank you very much for the biddies there, Wrinkly Fruit. Whew. All right. There's all these people filming themselves are working having a temperature. Okay, so Tycoon, I would never do that. Right? If people get in shot, okay, that happens. It's no big deal. I don't know if I will end up. I'd like to stream my workouts at my new apartment because there's a gym in there. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. No. I know you're fairly new here. By the way, my 2 new followers, if you want to spend more time with me outside of the stream, highly recommend Discord right now because my life is very busy and just doing my best to try and manage everything is difficult. So right now I'm only streaming once a week. We'll be streaming a lot more hopefully in the future, but that's just very hectic. So speaking of, we do probably need to be hitting a raid. We got Brotero and Bam Bam on, and that's it. Oof. Bringing Southern Peaches to Hawaii. Yeah, for sure. Do y'all have any recommendations to lift? Or to raid? Otherwise, I'll probably go with Brotero, I think, today. I haven't rated him in a minute. We got 24 people in here. I appreciate that, y'all. Streaming with Sydney? What? Who is streaming with Sydney? So if you recommend a channel, you have to tell me what they're doing. So I don't know what streaming with Sydney is or who streaming with Sydney is. So I like rating new people, but you know. I don't know who. Let's find out. Streaming with Sydney. Sings her own original songs. I can't find her. We'll put that in the back pocket. We'll put that in the back pocket. Send me the link in Whispers, okay? Big Red, I'll take a look at that. But I think we'll do Brotero today. This person's playing. Brotero is... Oh, he's gaming today. That'll be fun. We're happy for you. You're having an amazing time. The modeling a new job. Thank you so much. It has been incredible. Raid Brotero TV. Y'all, that's going to be it for me today. Raid message is Bull Rush. Thank you so much for sticking around for the raid. Y'all, I will be live again next Sunday to the best of my abilities. And as always, I got an offer for a modeling contract for a jeans company. So as always, y'all, make good decisions. Those good decisions form your actions. Those actions form your habits. Those habits form your values. And those values inform an ethos. You can be the guide star through the rough waters of life. Much love, y'all. Come in for the hug. See y'all on the Discord if you want to hang out more. All right. Good to see y'all, YouTube. That's going to be it for me today, so take it easy.